All right, so this is going to be factor by grouping. So there's two ways we're going to use factor by grouping. The first one, so this is just the first problem on that Google form, 4x squared plus 8x plus 3. So you could use the find the factors way, that works too. But this way, what you're doing is you're finding the product of your A and your C, so 4 times 3, which equals 12. Then we're going to find the factors of 12 that when you add them together give you 8. So there's 3 and 4, but those added together give you 7, 2 and 6, and those added together give you 8. So there we've got our two factors. And what we're doing with these factors, we're going to break up this 8x so that it's now 4x squared plus 2x plus 6x, because 2x plus 6x would give us that 8x plus 3. So what this does is now it gives us 4 terms, and now we can group the first two and the second two. Now looking at this, we pull out what's the greatest common factor. So here we've got 2x. So we pull 2x out of the first one. That's going to leave us with a 2x plus 1. And then we're going to find the greatest common factor of 6x plus 3, which is going to be 3. And that's going to give us 2x plus 1. Okay, if you notice, we get 2x plus 1 and 2x plus 1. So that's going to be one factor of the binomial. This 2x that we factored out and the plus 3 that we factored out, that's going to give us our second binomial factor. So 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 3. Okay, and there we factor this by grouping. So we multiplied our a times our c to give us 12. Then we looked for the factors of 12 that when they add up give us 8. In that case, it was 2 and 6. Then we rewrite that 8x with those two factors, so making it a 2x plus 6x. Then we group the first two terms and the last two terms, and we factor out the greatest common factor. Those the greatest common factors that we factored out combine to make one of our factors, so that 2x plus 3. And then what you'll notice is that the other two, when you factor out that common factor, you're going to get the same binomial. Okay, so let's look at the other way. The other way is you're going to start with 4 terms. So when you have 4 terms, you're just going to group the first two and group the second two. You're going to use the same steps down here that we did down here, pull out the greatest common factor. So 2x cubed plus 8x squared, they share a 2 and they share an x squared. Okay, that's going to leave us with 2x. Nope, that's going to leave us with a x, or a 1x plus 4. And then the greatest common factor of x plus 4 is just going to be 1. So if you're not seeing a greatest common factor, just pull a 1 out. That's going to give us 2 terms right here. So we can do 2x squared plus 1 is one binomial factor. And then the other factor is, you notice 1x plus 4 appears twice in both of them, so that just is our second binomial factor. And there's the second way that we use factor by grouping. The second one you're going to find is this one right here, the third problem on the Google form.